as you can see, I played 8 rounds with this Taki here, which is not something that I'd normally do, but once every so often, when you're just playing ranked online, you find someone who's both around your skill level and fun to play against. Someone that doesn't just keep spamming the same moves, someone who isn't retarded, someone who doesn't spam GI. It's phenomenal when you finally find someone that isn't just it's wonderful. So I played 8 games with this Taki, and in this video I'm going to show the first 2 and the last 2 to see sort of how we were playing going into this matchup cold, and then how we evolved over 8 games, and to see if A, there's any difference, and B, if there is a difference, how dramatic a difference is there? And as an added bonus, for whatever reason, this custom character, Agent C here, if you follow Soul Calibur 6 at all, like tournaments and everything, you know that one of the guys who's like good and like wins tournaments is called, his name Linkors, and this Taki decided to make a character that pretty much looks like a slightly gender bent Linkors. Now he's a pretty young guy, so I mean that's why I'm ragging on him like that. Getting into it, we got some punishment for possession. We got an early GI, which really made me think, oh god, it's going to be one of these. But it turned out not to be, which was great. She's not super aggro, being that I actually get a few chances to breathe in the match, which is nice, even despite the fact that he's playing Taki. God, ever since I started grabbing out of stance, it has been such a good mix-up. I don't know how I live without it. I was lucky that she just didn't punish the whiffed K. Still punishing possession with 2A. Getting some big whiffs there. Yeah, see, like a little pause, just a slight pause in the action, just a second and a half. It does wonders for your mental stamina, I swear to God. You got people like Raphael or Amy or Talim or Maxi who are just like running into you blocking. It's just awful. So I'm pretty sure I take this first one. Just slap that bitch right out the air. She definitely whiffs quite a bit. Like I said, quite a bit of whiffing. Yeah. So we take it with a missed grab! Hurrah! So that was the first one. And depending on the lengths of the matches, I may actually just show the first 2 and the last 1. But we'll have to see how it goes. So the second game we played was a network error. Blah blah blah. Loading times. Skip that. She's already going for more lows, it looks like. Less just straight rush down with possession and GIs, which is probably what she does for most of the people she plays against. It's kind of like the online safest thing to do, I've noticed, is just spam your attacks, then GI. Then spam your attacks, then GI. And you know, it works to a point. It's certainly beginner buster, and it certainly fucked me over plenty of times, because I'm still a beginner at Soul Calibur 6 here. I think another one of the reasons why I was willing to play 8 games against this Taki was because, yeah, you can't Oki Taki. That's just the most annoying thing. Like, you cannot run up on Taki because she'll just launch you from prone immediately and grab you in the air. It's pretty fucking stupid, but I mean, once I just stopped trying to Oki Taki completely, it wasn't a problem anymore. But I'm hoping to see sort of what someone who plays Taki enough does in terms of moves and what works and what doesn't work and what's easily punishable. Shit like that. Because it's definitely my second favorite character. It's kind of what I'm working on in the pocket right now. I don't know why she decided to go for a reversal edge there instead of just knocking me up and grabbing me out of the air, but that happened. And then that soul charge for no reason. Like, I was already on the ground. I'm not playing Taki. I can't just, like, strike you from prone. Taki's AA is actually fast enough to punish. Well, a lot of AAs and BVs are fast enough to punish going into Relic. You just kind of got to rely on people not anticipating the fact that you're going into Relic. I think this is the one that I got with the 2A punish. No, just an AA punish. Close games, though. Definitely close games. Could have 2-8'd her as she ran in there. Can't spam highs against Mitsurugi, you get lethal hit. Or I suppose 2K'd. Little bow-legged toe tap there. I made Lai's skin a little too dark. Yeah. I have to lighten it up like 2. So, she doesn't really block 1A. Through the entirety of our matches, she doesn't really block 1A, which, if you've watched any of my other videos, is like a cardinal sin, because I will sit there and spam 1A if you let it hit you every single time. So those are the first 2. I won both of them. The second one was definitely close, though. And here we are 4 games later, 5 games later. Yeah, 5 games later. And let's see if we've made any adjustment at all.
A history of conflict. Battle 1. Fight.
It's just Oki, she just knocks herself down, doesn't get up out of the fog blanket, so she can pull that bullshit. That's fine. Just don't approach Taki. Just wait for Taki to come to you. If Taki adamantly refuses to come to you, just run up and block. That's the safest way out of this. Speaking of getting out of things, there I go.
Battle 2. Fight.
See? Just blocking. Not gonna play it. Not gonna do a damn thing. My standard get up still is the 2A while rising K. Didn't time that right. I timed that one right there. someone running up on you like that. Why bother going for the 8-8 B when you could just do the 6-A plus B? Still whiffing. That was a cool little interaction. She's now doing guard break after she GIs, knowing that I'll re-GI her. I started spacing a lot more at the end of this because she was so prone to whiffing that just backing the hell up seemed to help a lot. I don't know why she's not blocking on that last hit. Maybe she thinks she can interrupt it once the first two have already happened, but I promise you that's not going to work. Did we really end with a perfect? I mean, I guess, or is this the 7th game? This may have been the 7th game, not the 8th game. Yeah, it was the 7th game. Okay, I'm pretty sure I wasn't rude enough to just leave after a perfect. She actually wanted to play, little gender bent Linkor is here, actually wanted to play another game. But honestly, I was getting kind of tired, so I decided to throw this video together and just go do something else. So in case you ever stumble across these Agent C, aka gender bent Linkors, know that I would have kept playing with you because you were a lot of fun to play with. And I hope we run into each other again. I know at a certain point she started blocking my 2A while rising K. So that was a good adjustment she made. I also know I started getting much more aggressive in the later games, which is probably something that I should just start with out of the gate, so that I'm not always beginning on the defensive. But who knows? That was a big whiff. She's grabbing out of stances now too, like, hey, I can do it too. Still punishing a lot of Taki's BS with AA, just because it's very safe to do. Do I lose this one? Yeah, I do.
Battle 3. Fight!
I stopped K-ing into her about halfway through after that knockup combo with Relic, because I just end up catching the Oki knockup throw just every time. I think stepping that unblockable probably became a lot easier. That and Taki backing up and throwing that dart and then running in just leaves her so vulnerable for so long. I can just slap her right out of the goddamn air. I was pretty sure she was going. I knew she was fishing for a throw there. Told myself, you gotta just punish that with AA, and I don't listen. AA, and I don't listen. I try to get the ring out, she's not biting. So vulnerable for so long. Yeah, it's I don't think that's ever gonna be a great idea, especially not with someone against a character who has a critical edge that's a whiff punish like Mitsurugi. But those are the 4 games. I'm probably only gonna see if adjustments were made, or really the entirety of the adjustments that were made once I'm more awake and just watch this video. But if I run into you again, buddy, fun games. We should play again.